Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Buchanan. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Hold on. Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. Complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Falcons had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team,
Are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, Mayfield again. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's 2nd and 10. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
3rd and 5. Thornton, the motion man right. To throw, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45. Going out.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now a short one to Gesicki. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. At 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. It's to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Beckham goes in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Third down and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Buchanan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Jones throw taken in by London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that will look to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Mayfield. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run on first down. Buchanan, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 10. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th-and-1. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Buchanan. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, Mayfield. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Mayfield now. Now a short one to Gesicki. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Touchdown! Harris Campbell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That's caught, and this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Baker. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mayfield to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So